Hola, y'all. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. My name is Elle. This is my mama, and this is my perspective. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we've been doing since my mama has been here and to bring you up to date on some things that's been happening. Hola. My mama has been practicing her Spanish. We went to the Idle bus terminal so that she can get her ticket because she's getting ready to go home. How was your experience?
It was good. I got to ask for the ticket myself in Spanish, but the lady also spoke English. And when she asked who spoke English, she started kind of speaking in English. Then my daughter says, no, we need to learn Spanish. So then she started speaking more in Spanish. And of course, she lost me, but she was talking to my daughter and she understood everything. So
I think you did good. I think you did good. So, and my mother doesn't have a problem if she says something in Spanish and my mom was like, what does that mean? So I thought that was nice. How was your overall experience? Was it long? How long was the process from beginning to end, would you say?
oh, it wasn't long at all. I don't think it even took 10 minutes. I went in and said, buen día, un bolet de Cancun Airport. And then she asked me, I think she asked me when, I'm not sure. And then she started talking in English, saying that most people there speak English. And if we just let them know that with un petit español, petit, speak a little Spanish, then they're really patient and they'll work with us and let me keep on trying to talk. But she was really good, and yeah, it didn't take any time at all. She confirmed the date for the ticket. She asked what seat did I want to sit at, and she showed the picture of the bus with the seats, and I asked if the ones that were, I think, blue were empty, and she said yes. So there were some towards the front, some towards the back, but I decided to go for one by the window. So I selected one by the window. When she printed the ticket off, we confirmed my name, the date that I'm leaving. The bus leaves at 6:45 in the morning, and where I'm going. So
Yes. And to be at that same spot where you bought the ticket.
right.
So
And she said maybe get there 20 minutes early. So I'll be there
about
right and
45
early.
minutes early. Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be there about 45 minutes early.
yeah.
So let's see.
And don't lose the ticket.
Correct.
So you can fold the ticket, but don't lose the ticket, get it wet or anything like that. Otherwise, you have to buy you another ticket. So it's in with my passport.
Do you remember about how much your ticket cost?
I actually paid 1,073 pesos. It showed 1,058 pesos, but somewhere on there, I guess they add some fees or something, but it came to 1,073 pesos. And I had allotted 1,100 pesos. So it was still good.
And that will take you from Merida in Alta Brisa to the Cancun Airport.
So
Aeropuerto. Um, so yeah, got that squared away. That was, I would say it takes about 5 minutes. Yeah, it takes about 5 minutes. There was someone in front of us, but yeah, it's not a long process at all. Um, what else did we do? We got water, y'all. So we did not call anybody, excuse me, we didn't call anybody to arrange for our water. We know, based on me being here, that the waterman comes Mondays and Thursdays. So we just went outside and we him hauled around for a little bit, and then we got tired of him hauling, so we came in. But we already know that he comes and does this really loud honk, and he'll sit there for a little bit. And so we were already dressed and had our shoes and things ready to go. And so as soon as we heard the honk, then we ran outside, and he was looking dead at us, and I was like, "Dos, por favor, dos." And so my bad, yeah, I'm shaking the whole thing. So he did the two. One complete was 130 pesos. So that is to start brand new. So for one garrafon, which is about the 20-liter jug or container, the water and the container. So one is 130. I ended up getting two. So that was 260. I did ask him how much for refills when I come back and need another refill, and he said it was 38 pesos. So that is,
$2 US money.
yeah, I spend about 36 something right now for 10.1 liters of my E-Pura. But this brand is Cristal. So that is the brand that we'll be drinking. He did ask if we wanted some refrescos, some juice, some pop, and milk, and I think he had something else. But he lifted up the cover for us to look, and I ain't want nothing. My mama didn't want nothing either. So yeah, I can't give you prices on how much the pop and things cost because we didn't get any. We didn't want to. So
And you couldn't have purchased one bottle at a time. You'd have probably had to buy like 6 or 8 of the big bottles or however many of the smaller bottles.
yes,
But they didn't have what I wanted on there either, so,
my mama be looking for her some Fanta,
which I don't need, but I've been drinking Fanta since I've been here. Fanta orange.
and I don't drink the pop here because the sugars in it be making me run for the toilet. So
It doesn't
yes,
bother me at all.
yeah, she was kind of mad because when we first saw Fanta, it was a pretty big container. Was it a 2 or 3 liter? And it was like 20 something pesos, and she wanted to get, and I was like, girl, now you better put that back and get that little one. And so she was so livid because she had to get the little one. It's not this little, but she had to get the little one for like 19 pesos. And I wanted her to just taste it first because you're not in the United States and it may affect you different the way it affects me. And so, yeah, all them pops, they all got a taste and they all sent me to the toilet. And I did not want her to have this big 3 liter because we are in a 1 bathroom place right now and we can't be sharing like that. So, yes, she said it didn't affect her. So I was like, well, you can go get your big container now. She don't want it. She don't want it. So I was trying to
Yeah,
say,
I just go get me juice now. So, and it's not 100% juice. That's her other complaint. My juice, I can drink 100% juice or I can drink the juice cocktail. So I've been getting the juice cocktail. I've had mango. I've had pina colada. I had the orange. I didn't like the orange. I had peach. The peach was like too sweet or
that
too
was
something.
the Del Valle that you thought it was too sweet. She loves Humex, y'all. So she loves her Humex over the Del Valle, and I get both. I like the 100%. She had gotten some 100% orange juice when she got here. We both drink orange juice, but when it comes time for juice, 100% juice, we usually have to look down the aisle, not in the refrigerated section. And so she was like, should I not? And so we got the 100% orange juice, Humex, and she did not like it. She took this little bitty baby sip and she was just like, yeah, and so I drank the whole thing. It
But
didn't bother me.
she has a Del Valle and it's in the refrigerator. So when it gets cold, I want to taste it and see how it tastes. So when I come back, I know whether or not I can drink the orange Del Valle.
Yes. So what else is going on? Oh,
We
my
won't.
yes. We have done a lot of walking, y'all. When you live with your mama want to buy everything in the store. We went to Sam's this morning. It was like we left the house at like 8 something this morning. Yes, bright and early, but don't worry, Sam's opens at 7. So we got there and my mom was trying to pick up the whole store. Like, should we get this? Should we get this? Should we get this? And I'm thinking the whole time, I gotta carry that ish. I don't want nope, 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 nope. And she was trying to, no, we don't want it. And so she did pick up a heavy Colorex. Am I saying it right?
15 bottles of it, and it wasn't that heavy. I carried it for quite a bit. It wasn't a problem. If to carry it just in your hands, it started getting a problem. I said, I think I need to put it in a bag. So we stuck it in a bag. She has bags that she takes when we go to the shopping. So we have our own bags and we're good to go. And we walked home with all of our stuff. No problem.
Yep. Just did a switch off one time and yeah, take our breaks, but we're not rushing anywhere. So yeah.
It only took us about 15, 20 minutes to get back home walking. That was with taking a couple of breaks.
And I spied with my little eye another store I'm gonna have to go to. My mom probably ain't gonna be here, but it's okay. I'm gonna go to it. It's a fruit and vegetable store. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. It was down the side street. I spied it with my eye, y'all. So yeah, we did that. And I did ask the owner of my current unit that I'm in if I could renew because there's some behind the scenes stuff, y'all. I'll talk about in another video. But there's some behind the scenes stuff, and I decided my mother had asked me if I would consider staying here another year, and I was like, no, but then I did. So I really do like all the walking that Mama been doing with me. Thank you, mommy. So I'm ready to do some walking. Again, those street dogs, y'all, those street dogs that I saw, they couldn't have been street dogs. We were outside yesterday and we heard all them dogs. My mama was like, who to what to where? She was ready to run off and leave me, but she don't know. She wasn't gonna leave me nowhere. I was gonna leave her. But it's got to be, I don't know, like a dog daycare or something. But something was coming and all those dogs started barking. So I still believe, like I had said in a different video after I thought about it, when I first ran away, I thought they were street dogs and I started calling Uber every single time. But as I'm thinking about it every single time, like, no, those probably were not street dogs. The way that they were acting, they were probably somebody's dogs. They was on the loose, y'all. They was ex-cons. So they got caught, they back in prison and I can walk these streets again. So yes, the streets are safe. We only got street dogs, and we haven't seen any street dogs. Have
We
we?
have seen them, but they're not by us. I have seen them.
Doing our grocery store walks?
I saw one, I think, this morning. It was brown.
Ooh, you spied with your
I
eye?
did.
I didn't spy with my eye, but I would have kept on walking. My mama will hesitate more than I will. I'll just be like, are you looking my way? Are you gonna sniff me? Don't sniff me. So yes.
No, and then I come near to sniff you because then that's why I'm throwing you under the bus. But I think it's good that we walk to the locations and we carried our stuff home today, which was fine. But if we go and I get a whole bunch of stuff like I was trying to get, I don't see anything wrong with getting an Uber and going home one way.
There's nothing wrong with it coming home one way. Y'all, the Uber man laughed at us today. The Uber man laughed at us today because we called Uber to get us from the Alta Brisa stop to go to Walmart. Y'all, I looked it up in my thing. I think it said it was like 400 meters.
It was literally across the street, but I think I told y'all before, the roundabout that they have, the cars look like, is it my turn? Let's play chicken. Who's going to go first? That's for the cars. Now, us being people walking, there is no crosswalk for you to do like it is in some other areas. And those cars are going just like that. And I'm like, we couldn't figure out how the heck is it that we're going to be able to cross the street. So we had Uber take us across the street.
I had told her, I was like, Mommy, we could walk and we just gonna have to walk a little bit out of the way and go not at the roundabout, not cross at the roundabout, but just go down the little sidewalk a little bit and then cross over. She was like, this is my mama, she's spoiled. She was like, is it gonna be a hump in the street? And I was like, no, there's no hump in the street because where we are right now, if you're some parts of the north, there's humps in the street. And as soon as you step on a hump, at least where we are, as soon as you step on a hump, cars are stopping. And so you just walk across. And so she was just like, is there a hump on the street? And I was like, no, there's no hump. But she was like, we ain't going. So we Ubered from the auto bus stop to Walmart. And I was like, we only in this Uber for 2 seconds. And I know that that man was speaking English and he just started laughing. And so we got there and he was like, okay, we're here. It's just like, you didn't even get time. Your pores didn't even get time to suck up air. Like we were there that quick, but it's all right. And it cost the same amount of money to get from the house to the auto bus stop, from auto bus stop to Walmart. It cost the same amount of pesos. So even though it was drastically different distances. So yeah, that was funny. So how have you liked your stay here?
I really like my stay. Disappointed in
Oh, don't say,
value.
she gonna say it on the mama, just okay, go ahead.
Value low. Is that what it's called?
Why you want me to tell you what it's
Value
really
low
called?
snack bar. Okay. We were so anxious to go there because we looked up the menu and everything, and I wanted to get a daiquiri. So the night we were gonna go, it started raining, storming. So we're like, okay, we'll go tomorrow. We'll go tomorrow. If we saw on the internet that they had a lunch thing. So we got up the next day, got all ready, called Uber, had us drive us all the way there, and they opened supposedly at 1 o'clock for lunch. We're there and it's a few minutes before 1. So we walk a little bit and then come back about 1:05. We head to the door to go in. The man closes the door and looks at us. Then he bends down and he locks the door. And she said, we're here for the lunch. He says 6 o'clock. And we're like, it's for the lunch. He said 6 o'clock. So that meant we didn't go in. I was like, well, that's really poor service for them because you have advertised that you're doing lunch 1 to 6 o'clock. And yeah, happy hour is 6 till I think 9, and then from 9 to 2 is something else. But yeah, that was really, really horrible. So I said, I guess it means that we're being told by our ancestors and everything that wasn't a place for us to go, that their food probably wasn't going to be any good, anything else, because yeah, that was 2 days in a row that we attempted to go and we did not get to go there. So that was very disappointing.
Oh, well, no comment. But yeah, the first day it rained and it was raining at night. And where I am, it will kind of get questionable with the flooding and stuff. So I don't want to have an Uber come where I can't see what the water is doing with my own two eyes, let alone rely on somebody. Plus the drive from here to get all the way over there. It's not something that's real, like a quick 2-minute drive. And so to be in that type of rain, and it actually rained, it rained for a while that day or that night instead of the normal 5 to 10 minute rain. So yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not comfortable going out at night to do this. So yeah, and the 6 to 9 is happy hour for I think beer, and then the other happy hour starts at like 9 and goes till like 1 or 2 in the morning. But yeah. So, yeah, we did not get to try that. We can still try some other place, but not that place. So, how about the rest of your trip? Have you enjoyed it? Something that you wanted to do, something that you did do, and you was like,
Nope, I'm enjoying my entire trip. I've gone places, I've done walking. I enjoy my trip.
could you see yourself living here? Or,
I can see myself living here. I want to come back when it's really supposed to be in the hot season, like March, April, I think, May. Come back then maybe and see just how hot, but we'll have air conditioning. Like I said, my thing is the heat, the hot. Inside the house, if it's hot, I can't do the hot. My head feels like it's gonna explode. Outside walking in the heat, it's hot, but I just sweat and I can keep walking. I don't have a problem because I'm walking and just keep going. Now, when you come here, if you walk and go someplace, don't think you're gonna go in a store like you're in the US and then you go in the store and it's gonna be cool, because no, most of the stores here are not air conditioned and are not cool, okay?
they
So
are, you just don't feel it.
most of them are not air conditioned and not cool. Now, they do have the big fans up in the air that are circulating, and sometimes you can feel some air off of that. But today we went into I think it was the Uptown Walmart, and I was like, oh, she's like, what's wrong? I said, it's hot. I was like, it's hot. So yeah, some of the stores are not cool at all. Okay.
Yeah, some of the stores you can sit there and wish upon a star for some air, some circulation, a breeze, something, but you ain't gonna get it. You better walk fast. So yes, and today I did feel it. I felt it, but I wasn't trying to like call out on it and let it be my companion while we was in the store. Like I knew it was hot up in there. It wasn't, let me not say that it was hot. And the thing is, we didn't walk there. If we would have walked there, I'd have been like, girl, I need to sit down somewhere. I need to sit down and give me some juice and just try shopping about 15 minutes. But yes, it was maybe like if you had a fan on, if it's hot and you sitting in front of a fan, that's about how it felt in Walmart today.
Someplace we did walk and it was hot but we didn't pass out. I didn't have any issue with it. It was just, it was hot. When we were disappointed with the value low snack bar and paid that money for the Uber to take us there, and then we're going to be stranded because we're there and can't get in the building, can't eat, and there's not Jack that's right there around it. She pulls up and we walked to Alta Brisa Mall. So that was a nice little hall walk, but we walked there and it was hot, okay? It was very humid, but got inside of there and it was some air in there, okay, y'all? That's a really nice mall. It is, I said it's catered more to Europeans, Americans, all of that, because there's so many American stores that are inside of there. I tried to take some pictures, but the guard got me, okay? She came up to me and can't take pictures. Okay, so I said, okay, I'll stop taking pictures. But then she's still talking to me in Spanish, and this one isn't by me anymore. She's like up ahead of me before she even stopped me. So she's still talking to me in Spanish. So I told for her to come back here. So she comes back. I understood from her reactions that no pictures. What she wanted me to do was delete the pictures. So I opened it and she's standing there and I pulled a picture and I did delete and then I did delete it and then I delete it.
And
And
I had tried to tell my mama that we don't take pictures and we don't do videos in malls. Have I seen it written or posted anywhere? No. But I had heard other YouTubers that were like, I heard we can't be doing that. So I was just telling her, you know, to be on alert, be on guard, whatever. And so yes, she did get stopped. I did see when she got stopped. And I saw that the lady was telling her to um she can't take pictures, and then she said something else, so I knew she was telling her to delete it, and I thought my mother could catch on with charades or something, I don't know. But when my mama pointed at me and was like, girl, if you don't get your tail over here so you could translate. And so when I came over, I was like, mama, you already know she wants you to delete that shit off your phone. Like, stop playing with me.
hey, we had just gone to Las Islas Mall and she had told me we couldn't take pictures because I thought she read it. But then later she noticed it didn't say that. You could take pictures because we even saw other people take pictures. So I actually took pictures in that mall. So how was I supposed to know I can't take pictures in this mall? So
yeah, I don't think he's supposed to do in that one either. We just did, but I don't think he's supposed to. So yes, be mindful of taking pictures and stuff. And if you have a mommy like me who likes to take pictures of everything, whereas me, I'm not taking pictures of nothing. Just be mindful that somebody might walk up to you like, hey, get that off your phone and delete it. So
at least she gave me a warning. Nobody came to throw me in jail or anything. So
no,
it
I
was
don't think
just a
they were
warning.
going, I don't think they was gonna throw you in jail. I think they just were like, lady, stop. Just stop it, lady. So yeah, that was that. Let's see, have you done anything else? You did not do any really touristy things. That's not what we came for, or that's not what you came for. You came to kind of see how it is. As far as coming when it's really hot outside, ma'am, we're gonna be inside. When I say we, I mean at least me, gonna be inside when it's hot outside. Like we're gonna go at the crack of
We still
dawn.
have to go to the store and stuff. So even though we go crack of dawn, it's still going to be hot, okay? Because one of these days, it was still early, but it said the real feel was like 98 degrees. So she was like, no, we're not going nowhere today.
Not me, because I mean you're gonna have me walking. I'll be shriveled up a little raisin. Not me. No, we're not doing that. So we'll see how it is when you come and it's hot outside. You may be back on my schedule for what I do when it's hot outside, and that is we go out early in the morning and we done. So how we finished our first thing, we finished our first one at what 9 something this morning. So
I'm an early person too, okay? So then it isn't like it's going to be an issue for me because we're early birds. We're not
yeah,
the late nighter doing everything late. I
yeah,
can stay up late, but we're not the late nighters.
yeah.
But here in Merida, or should I just say Mexico? But I'm here in Merida. In Merida, child, I stay up to 11 and 12 o'clock at night, okay?
In the United
In the
States.
United States. But for some reason here, I don't know if it's the heat or what it is, but 9 o'clock come and my lids feel like they like closing down. It's like, oh, it's like it's time to go to bed. you have to fight to try to stay awake. And yeah, I haven't stayed up till 11 and 12 often. I have stayed up, but not often since I've been here.
I be telling y'all in that WhatsApp group, I'm like, the sun is setting and so am I. I don't, yeah, but we rise right there with the sun too. We be right on up. So yeah,
Like way up.
it's I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's probably the heat, but yeah, I don't play those games. And then to do those flights that want to take 1,000 years because they want to do layovers and all this other stuff, and then you fly out the next day. Yeah, that I sleepy, just be sleepy the entire time. So yeah.
But I get a direct flight going home, y'all.
Yes, you have a direct flight, which makes no sense at all, Southwest.
And
So
I don't like to fly anyhow, okay? So when I have to fly, I'm looking for a direct flight because I don't want to go up and down and up and down. I want to go up, and when I'm down, I'm going to be where I want to be.
So this is something I'm not gonna ask any questions. Me and my mama, so we had issues with our patio, with the patio. And so I let the owner know. And so the owner sent someone. I did not want that man coming in through my unit because, like I said before, there was a little gecko that was in the track of the patio, and I did not want him to run into my place. And so I was just like, you can go outside, but I knew that they had a padlock on it. So anyway, he was talking to me when we were outside. He was talking and he was saying that he was gonna come on to the inside and he was gonna look and see. And he had his bag and he had something in the bag. Like I saw the handle. It was a brown handle. So I don't know what it was, but he went outside. He kind of squizzed up. He skinnied up and went on outside and everything, which I appreciate. And he closed the glass and the screen. And he goes and he's walking, but he's right here at the window part. So the window part is like the 10 feet wide type thing, long length, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So he gets there, then you start hearing him beat something. And it's like, girl, he see an animal out there? Like, did he see a snake or something? Because I don't think he would, there would be no real reason to do that to an iguana because an iguana should run the other way. But he was beaten and he did something. And I was like, oh, I ain't gonna ask no questions. I ain't gonna because I don't want to know. Because if it was a snake, I don't want to know. And he wasn't doing all that beating for no spider. Trust me, he wasn't. So
And it was a tree piece that was growing out there that shouldn't have been growing. And even if he was cutting that tree piece, I don't think it would have sounded the way that we heard him beating it. It sounded like he was beating something.
Yeah, he was beating something on the ground. So
yes, we don't want to know, okay?
But my patio clean.
Yes, it's clean. I looked out there and I'm like, it's scary.
Yes. Can y'all hear it? Can you hear it? The moo cow.
I heard
Listen.
noise, yes.
Listen. You hear it?
I hear it.
Okay. I've been wanting my mama to hear the moo cow, the cow truck, the mooing on the vehicle ever since she done got here.
So I can't get up and run and go open the door and run out there to see.
Girl, you can run. Okay? You can run if you want to. I'll pull the.
That's okay.
Okay.
He's gone now.
Yeah, he gone. He gonna circle back through. You want to go ahead and finish the video?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I will be staying here another year, so y'all will not be seeing any videos of me doing apartment tours or anything like that. Which is a pro. I'm gonna give you a couple of the pros for me staying here. I know the area. I've come accustomed to walking to the different places since my mama's been here. And that ice cream sale is still on to the end of November, so I will be going back to get some ice cream. Let's see. So I know the area and everything. I know the place. I know
if it rains and floods, we know where water might be coming in and how much, instead of you getting a ton of water that's going to come in an area that you're not familiar with.
I know the owner. It's not like I have to get used to a new owner. And I have the system down. I have the water delivery now, so I don't have to go buy water.
That was the biggest thing, because you're getting jugs and jugs. I think she's getting like 4 and 6 at a time of the water. So now don't even have to go do that. Just literally just water's delivered here to the door and or right outside, and she just brings in the water is all she'll have to do. So grocery shopping It won't be heavy lugging that has to be done. It'll be something that's going to be reasonable.
Yes, because I do simple stuff like chicken and salad dressing. Like my bulky stuff would be toilet paper and paper towels.
Yeah, she said I was picking up too much stuff when I go with her.
Girl, you were. You was picking up the whole store and then wanted to pick up doubles of it. Like,
You know, my thing is, it's stuff that I'm going to use all the time. And especially since we know that you're staying here now, why do I need to pick up one toilet paper when you know you're going to need toilet paper? Just pick up two of them, stack them on top of each other. And when you run out, it's there. When it's run out, it's there. You don't have to keep going every 1 week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. It's there. That's me.
no, I don't want to see all that toilet paper piled up in my.
It's only two. It's not like it's all that, but she's a single person, so it's not like that. But if it's me here, it's gonna be the toilet paper.
Girl, you gonna put all that ish in your room?
Yeah, it's gonna be juices.
You gonna put all that ish in your room? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
There's
Chaos.
some canned soup. They have some asparagus soup, y'all, that's in a can. Ain't never seen it before. Don't buy it. If you do, you need to season it all up because yeah, it needed some help. Had some chili poblano soup. It needs some help too. You need to season it. It was good, but you need to season it. Queso soup. It didn't taste like cheese that I wanted to eat, but it's edible. Any of the soup, you just need to season it up yourself, okay?
Back to a couple more of the pros. So the other thing is that I plan to have my residency here at the beginning of 2024. So that is something like I feel like when you are looking for an apartment or another home to rent and you show that you are a resident, then that I don't know, it just seems like it'll be like, I'm not gonna be here and dip in 6 months. Cause when you're a tourist visa, they don't really know that you plan to stay there longer because the max that you can stay on a tourist visa is 180 days and then leave unless you want to be riding dirty on your tourist visa. So yes, I do plan to have that. And then I also definitely plan to take my Spanish a lot more serious and just learn more. And then with me doing the walking, just being and coming across more people and speaking in Spanish to them and so forth and so on. So a lot to accomplish over the next year while I am renting from here. So
And everybody is friendly that we run into on the streets and in the store. And I was asking her today, we saw a vendor setting his stand up with his fruits and everything. But then when we were heading back, he wasn't at a stand. He was on the other side of the street walking with a bag, trying to get you to buy his fruit. And I'm like, so he was by himself, who's watching his stand? She's like, nobody's going to mess with his stand. They don't do anything here. And I'm like, okay.
I had when I was in Hotel Kenya when I first got here, there was someone who they were selling, it was a vendor, street vendor, and I had passed him. Actually, this has happened a few times, but I had passed him and then I went into OXXO. This man was in OXXO right behind me, and I was like, bruh, who got your food cart? And so yeah, it's just that's just what they do. And then another time I had gone same area, but I went to go get them nachos. Y'all remember them nachos that I showed y'all? I went to go get them nachos, and there was a street vendor that I had passed by like a block. And I'm in there getting my nachos, and I'm just standing there waiting. And then like the order before me was a torta. And so they get his torta fixed and ready and everything. And he comes and he picks it up. And I'm like, I'm walking behind him because my nachos are done behind him. And I'm like, we didn't we just pass you? You got your whole cart. Bruh left his cart. He was like, it is lunchtime. But yeah, he didn't close his cart down or anything like that. I mean, I guess if you want it, then you just gonna have to wait till he get back. So
That's a great thing this here, but with our mentality, the way that my mentality is, no, I'm not just leaving stuff out so that even though y'all are good and trustworthy and all of that and safe, that's not my mentality from the States. I'm watching my stuff all the time, okay?
I think it's just nice to live in that environment, to be in that environment where you can be on the lookout for your things
But now I really have to really worry about it.
Yeah, like I still, how I carry my money is still the United States ness, and the way you carry yours is not the United States, but we're both okay. So yeah,
What does that mean?
girl, everybody know what you got. Like, got your stuff on the outside. My stuff is on the inside.
If you look, other people have their fanny pack on the outside as
Well,
well.
I'm just saying,
They,
like,
they don't see how much money I got or my passport or anything else like that. It's
yeah,
just that I have my fanny pack on the outside. You got to go, got to go too much stuff to try to get the stuff in hers, okay? I ain't trying to do all that. And just do zip, zip, okay?
yeah, you ain't doing no zip zip with me at all.
She
So
look like she's digging for gold, okay?
it depends on where it is. I mean, but you know, at the end of the day, if you are right in front of me, then you know I'm actually going into,
Yes, you do.
yeah. So yeah, but it's just that, like, I have it, but it's not necessary. But I did not realize what I needed when I was in the United States buying my gear to bring to Mexico. In some of those other places, you know, if I were to have been in Cancun for a little bit longer, maybe because it's more touristy, you know, and it's not a lot of the locals that I will probably be running into. So
And
yeah.
you really probably do want a fanny pack or something other than just your purse because you want to be able to carry your passport with you at all times.
Well, and I feel like if you have a purse, I haven't ever been a purse carrying person, but I feel like if you carry a purse and you have to carry all these other things, like I don't know, like you risk some stuff. It just seemed like you got so much to carry. You only got it so big of a shoulder to carry all the bags and a purse, and just it's just bulkiness.
That's why I
So,
said a fanny pack to carry your passport.
mommy, I was agreeing with you.
No, I
Oh
couldn't
my
tell.
goodness, Raggedy
Well,
Ann
I
and
couldn't
Andy.
tell.
I was agreeing with you. And then she rolling her eyes on the this what we deal with, y'all. This what we deal with. So, anything else that you want to say?
No, I enjoyed my visit. I enjoyed my stay. Let's say I enjoyed my stay. I've been here for 3 weeks and 2 days. And yeah, I enjoyed my
Three
stay.
3 weeks and 2 days, or in 2 days it will be 3 weeks.
In 2 days, it will be on the day that I'm leaving, it will be 3 weeks.
Okay. Okay. So, do you want your next visit to be longer, shorter? Like,
For right now, I'm thinking my next visit will be a month. It may be longer, but for right now, I'm thinking maybe 1 month.
so you run into that heat, girl. You know, I'm like, oh my goodness.
We're running into the heat and I'm a worry wart and I'm thinking about, is it going to be raining? Is my grass going to grow? Is it going to be too tall and I need to cut my grass? So that's what I'm thinking of. So that's what's determining on if it's just going to be a month or will it be a longer than a month or what will it be? So it's it's just me. Just me.
So, do you feel like you would have been ready to take a trip to Mexico? Like, if I didn't live here, do you feel like you would have been ready to take a trip to Mexico, or only because I live here were you comfortable to be like, okay, yeah, let me try this out?
I'm comfortable because I have some place to stay. Okay.
You were gonna have some place to stay even if we stayed in a
I would have
hotel.
stayed at a hotel. I don't know if I wanted to stay in a hotel for a month plus. I don't know about that, but
Oh, I did it. It was all right.
that was you, okay? But yeah, she had already scoped out the Merida and did all her investigating and her research and everything else. And she researches very well before she goes any place and she decides to leave. And like she's told you before, she's moved at least 18 times or whatever. And I don't worry about it because she just goes through and decides where it is that she's thinking of going and does all the research and everything. And they just up and leave. When her and my granddaughter was younger, the two of them would look at a map and decide together where it is they think they wanted to go next, and then they would investigate and do all their research, and then they just up and leave, and that would be it. So that's just how it is. But she'd done all her research, and this was the safest place in Mexico. So she moved here, and I was really planning to come with her when she first came here, but my husband was really, really sick and in the hospital. So I didn't want to leave and he'd be there and I not be there. So I didn't come. So I'm just making it here.
Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you. You my first visitor, girl. My first in-home visitor, my first family member visitor, and all that other stuff. So yes, but it was nice. It was fun. So glad you
We're
came.
sisters, okay?
Glad you came. Glad you like it. Glad all that Jasmine has. And yeah, yeah, we'll see how things go as time passes, what you
Then
decide.
the next place we get, I want a stove, okay? I want a
The
stove,
stufa.
a gas burning stove, something I'm used to at home, gas, okay? I don't like electric, but gas, air conditioning, yeah,
We got AC.
we have AC. I'm good with my fan. If I didn't have my fan, y'all, I guess she'd be without a fan because it would be on me.
I already had a fan. Girl, I told you I was gonna get you a fan. I know you.
That's right.
So yes, I think that's it. If it,
Okay, y'all.
yeah, if you have any questions or anything, again, I'm gonna be here for another year. I'll be doing the contract with my owner. I don't know when, but we did do a little chat about it today. I have my water set up. I did get a bomba, a pump for my water, and let's see, I'll be doing a lot more walking, and yeah, I'll know to avoid the left side of the street for that one part because there's a dead cat. Um,
And one side of the street really stunk real bad, okay?
yes, and that was not with the dead cat.
No, it wasn't. It was just a certain area. And it's on the side of the street that we don't normally walk on. We decided to walk on the other side of the street because we're usually not over there. But yeah, we need to stay on the side that we were on.
Yes. So
And when you ask questions, if you have any questions of me, you can ask me too, and I can answer them.
yes. And oh, let me do a real quick one for the auto bus. And this is just going to be a recap for you as well. Once you leave from here and you get to the airport in Cancun, the bus will park. And when the bus parks, this is for Terminal 4 only. But when the bus parks, you actually exit the bus, you'll get to your belongings, your suitcase from underneath the bus, and then you'll cross the street. And then you'll start to see a crosswalk for everybody going in. Then you enter in through those doors. Once you go in through those doors, for you specifically, there will be a kiosk, but there will be a lot of people. Usually, there will be some locals that are at the door before you go into the airport. They speak both Spanish, English. Some of them were asking other people if they spoke different languages because I think they were going to go get someone that could speak that language, but they are there to help you check in or to figure out where to check in or how to check into the airport. So you'll come across some Spanish speakers and English speakers, which you'll be fine. And then if you have to go to the actual person for Southwest, they will speak in English as well. And then once you get checked in downstairs, you take the escalator or the elevator to go upstairs. Once you go upstairs, you will go through security. And then once you go through security, of course, you'll see all the different stores and you'll be like, oh my goodness, it'll be stores and restaurants. And then once you get through there, then you'll see the gates and find your gate. So it's no stress. Don't feel stressed about it, but that is how you exit the auto bus. The actual doors will be behind you, but you'll see when you park the bus, when the bus parks, that there is nowhere for you to go in front. So of course it's going to be behind you. By the time you get your suitcase, even if you're not sure, by the time you get your suitcase, just look and you'll see all the people leaving. My experience with the auto bus, there was someone who did not understand Spanish. And so she did double check with the bus driver to see if this was Terminal 4. And he did put up his four fingers and told her it was 4. So yes, it's don't feel stressed about that process. So
And at the 80 bus stop, when I got the ticket today, she did take me to the board and it showed the sign and it showed that Terminal 4 was for Southwest and I think American Airlines. It listed a list of the airlines, but those are only two that stick out in my mind right now. But there was something up there to let you know which terminal it was you're supposed to get off at.
Yes, and
And when you go get your ticket, if you do like I do, if you go get your ticket, the important thing she told me when I said it, make sure you say Cancun Airport. Otherwise, if you just say Cancun, it's just going to take you to Cancun and not take you to the airport. And then you're going to have to find some other way to get from Cancun to the airport. You don't want to do that.
yes, yes. And again, that board that you were talking about, I check that board every time I leave Mexico and I'm having to go through Cancun. Before I go get my bus ticket, even though the bus ticket is just going to take you to the airport, you get off at the terminal that you need to get off at. I still check that to see which one am I supposed to get off on, just in case Southwest decides they want to change their terminal. So I do check that. And then as you are driving into the airport or riding into the airport, you'll see the same way that it is in Missouri. You'll see the signs on the side that'll say, all these airlines are leaving out of this one or this, this. So it'll be the same thing. But you're four. So yes. So that did answer a couple of questions about the auto bus, the prices, the terminal. What do you do once you get off the bus, once you get to the airport and you get off the bus? Again, that is only for Terminal 4 because after they do Terminal 4, they will go to the other terminals. And I do know that the layout is different. So that is only for Terminal 4. So yes. And that is it. Until next time, y'all. We'll check with you later. Bye.